Stand up for schools on August 5th and vote yes twice. Vote yes for Proposition 1, the bond, and for Proposition 2, the levy. Now, you might be wondering, what are Propositions 1 and 2? In short, these propositions are measures that will help fund Peninsula School District schools. Let's look at the key details more closely. We'll start by looking at Proposition 1, the bond, and what happens if it passes. If it passes, 2 new schools will be built. An entirely new elementary school in Gig Harbor North for $22.5 million, and a replacement of Artendale Elementary for $25 million. There will also be $1 million put towards health, safety, and security upgrades for our schools. The bond also provides much-needed middle school science classrooms for $2 million. It will replace and upgrade tracks and fields that are nearing the end of their lifespans for another $2 million. Key Peninsula Middle School will get a modernization that will cost $7.5 million. The total cost of the bond project? $60 million over 20 years. What happens if only the levy passes? If only the levy passes, then most projects remain the same, but Key Peninsula's modernization gets reduced to only upgrades, which means the school loses out on interior-exterior improvements, mechanical-electrical improvements, a new track, and ADA-compliant improvements. But what if the bond and levy pass? If both the bond and levy pass, then the levy reduces to a $2 million technology levy, and the bond remains in place to fund capital building projects. So, if only the bond passes, it will be a $60 million 20-year bond at 92 cents per $1,000 of assessed home value. If only the levy passes, it will be a $55.9 million 5-year levy at $1.19 per $1,000 of assessed home value. If both the bond and levy pass, the bond remains a $60 million 20-year bond at that 92 cents per $1,000 of assessed home value, and the contingent levy converts to a $2 million 5-year levy at an additional 4 cents per $1,000 of assessed home value, which again only funds technology. So, on August 5th, vote yes twice, and remember, stand up for schools. Peninsula students are counting on us for a better education.